So what were homogeneous functions? Homogeneous functions are the one which could be written in this form, x to the power n into phi of y by x, where y by x was now a single variable. So you have converted whatever function was given to you in this particular form. And thereafter we saw this Euler's theorem on homogeneous functions of two variables. It states that whenever you have a function u is equal to f of x y, which is a homogeneous function having degree n, so in that case that means u is of this form, x to the power n into some other function which is a function of the variable y divided by z, y divided by x. So this was the case. So for that we have this theorem given by Euler. So this theorem states that x into the partial derivative of the variable u with respect to x plus the partial derivative of variable u with respect to y multiplied by y, that is equal to n into u. So now we'll see the corollary corresponding to this, which gives the result in the second order derivatives. So here the function u is given to be f of x y, which is again a homogeneous function having degree n. So in this case the result is the second derivative of the function u with respect to x multiplied by x square plus the second derivative of the function with respect to x and y and multiplied by this xy term, and then the second derivative of the function u with respect to this y multiplied by y square, that is now equal to n into n minus 1 into u. So this is the case. So let us prove this result. This is very simple. Earlier we had this, for the proof we know using the previous result that whenever you have some u as the homogeneous function, this is the homogeneous function, so you could write that function u as x to the power n phi of y by x. So this is the function, and for this particular function we also studied this result, x into del u by del x plus y into del u by del y, that is equal to n u. So this is the result that we already know. So let me call this as equation number 1. So now what we have to do, we have to differentiate this equation 1 partially with respect to x, because we need these terms del 2 u by del x2, we need the term del 2 u by del y2, and we also need the term del 2 u by del x del y. So for that we are differentiating it with respect to x, keeping keeping other variable, that is y, as constant. So when you differentiate it, here also you have x, here also you have x, so you will apply this product rule. So first function x as such, so this is our first function, this is our second function. So applying the this product rule, so we have x as such, the derivative of u with respect to x partially, so it would be del 2 u by del x2 plus the derivative of first function, that is 1, and the second function as such, del u by del x. And then here y is independent of x, so we can write this as it is because it acts as constant, and the derivative of u with del u del y with respect to x, that would be the double derivative of u, firstly with respect to x and then with respect to y, and this is equal to n, because n is constant, so its derivative would not be there. So what would be the derivative of u? So it would be del u by del x. So this is our equation 1, or we can just rearrange this term, because you see here this term is same as this term, so we can club these two terms. So we would have x into del 2 u by del x2 plus y into del 2 u del x del y, that is equal to n minus 1. We can club these two terms, so it would be n minus 1 into del u by del x. So let me call this as equation number 1. Again what we will do, we will differentiate our equation number 1, differentiate equation 1 partially now with respect to y, partially with respect to y. So what would this become? Our equation was this, x into del u by del x. Now because x would be independent of y, so x would come as such, so it would be x and then del 2u by del x del y del x. Firstly, because the derivative was present with respect to x, now we are doing it with respect to y. So this is the notation. And for the second term, we have to apply this product rule here. So this is the first function, this is the second function. So here firstly we'll perform the derivative of first function, so it will be 1 into del 2u by del y2, and then first function as such, the derivative of second, so it would be del 2u by, so it would be, I'm sorry, here it should be del u by del y, and here y into del 2u by del y2. Why? Because the term here was u into y into del u by del y. This was the term, this is our first term, this is the second term. So when you differentiate this with respect to y, so what would you have? You would have the derivative of first term, that is 1, second as such, and then the derivative of first term as such, the derivative of second term, so it would be this. So using this we have this quantity, and this is equal to, the right hand side is n into u, so this would be the n would be as such, and then here we would have the derivative of u partially with respect to y. So here also we see this term and this term, so we can club this. So we would have x into del 2u by del y del x plus y into del 2u by del y square, that is equal to n minus 1 into del u by del y. So this is our equation number 2. So we have equation 1, we have equation 2. So we can now, because what do we require? We require in the proof that the second derivative of u with respect to x should be multiplied by x square. The second derivative of u with respect to y should be multiplied by y square. So here see in our equation number 1. So in equation number 1, we will multiply this by, we'll multiply the first equation by x square y by x, right? So why? Because we require x square into del 2u by del x2, and in the equation second we'll multiply this by y. Why? Because here we require y square into del 2u by del y2. So when you multiply these and when you add up these, so what would you have? You will have, so see what do you have here from equation 1 and 2. So it would be x square del 2u by del x square plus xy del 2u by del x del y is equal to n minus 1 into x. So firstly let me write this left hand side. So left hand side of this particular term would be when we multiply this by x would be this, and then when you multiply this by y and add them to this, so it would be xy into del 2u by del y del x, and then plus y square del 2u by del y square. So what we are doing, we are multiplying equation 1 by x and equation 1 by x and equation 2 by y and adding. So we have this quantity, and I think I have named this as 1, so let me call this as star. So this is equation star and this is also equation star. So we would have here on the right hand side would become from the first equation x into n minus 1 into del u by del x, and then y into n minus 1 del u by del y. So this is what you got from here. So now let us rearrange the terms and see what do we have here. So when you rearrange these, so what would you have? You would have x square into del 2u by del x2 plus xy del 2u by del x del y plus xy del 2u by del y del x plus y square del 2u by del y square, that is equal to n minus 1 common from these two terms. So it would be left with x into del u by del x plus y into del u by del y. Now see, what is this quantity? From the previous result, this quantity is this one, x into del u by del x plus y into del u by del y. This is equal to n mu. So accordingly, this whole term here becomes, the whole term, this one, it becomes n into u. So this becomes n into n minus 1 into u. And on the left hand side, because this quantity is same as this quantity because they are continuous functions, therefore we have x square del 2u by del x square plus 2xy of del 2u by del x del y plus y square del 2u by del y2. This is equal to this quantity, and this is what we were required to prove. So this is the proof. In a similar manner, you could also prove, so we have another result, which is the Euler's theorem on homogeneous functions of three variables. So the result here says that if h is some function of three variables x, y and z, this is given to be homogeneous. A homogeneous function having degree n. Then the result is, we have then x into del h by del x plus y into del h by del y plus z into del h by del z, this is equal to nh. So you could try this, the proof for this one. This is an exercise for you. Here, how could you write your phi or your h? Your h could be written in this form: x to the power n phi of y by x and z by x, because this is the homogeneous function. So now you could let this y by x is equal to u and z by x is equal to v. So you have this h would be equal to x to the power n phi of u comma v. So this is what you have. Now you could proceed in the manner that in the same manner as we did for two variable system. So finally you would reach at this particular result. So this is an exercise for you to solve.